new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This is a presentation of high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Members Own Credit Union, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Southeast Community College, Sunbelt Rentals, Doane University, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Roofing Service Company, Nebraska Army National Guard, Bats to Rats, High Electric, Pizza Ranch, Dana Trucking, and Union Bank. Now, calling all the action, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
The regular season is winding down. Just a couple games left for everybody around the city of Lincoln. We have a good one tonight. You might know it as the Battle for A Street, as it's the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts making the short jaunt down A Street just a little bit to the east to Lincoln East High School. Once again, this is high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert joining you from Lincoln East High School as Jay and Jake have wrapped up things from Vegas as well as DP. Congrats to them on an incredible week of Super Bowl coverage from out in Vegas. And the weekend doesn't stop as we're going to have the Super Bowl party coming your way at Buffalo Wings and Rings on 68th and O on Sunday for the big game. Jay and Jake will actually be back in town by then, and they'll be in location at Buffalo Wings and Rings as well. So make sure you come on down, win tons of prizes as we figure out who's going to win the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the 49ers. Here at Lincoln East High School, we have a great one on our hands tonight as the Pius X Thunderbolts, who have consistently been one of the better teams in the capital city, face off against a rival, Lincoln East Spartans, going through a little bit of a tough stretch. These two teams, a little bit different type of seasons for the most part, but when these two teams meet, you never know what's going to happen, especially in an environment like Lincoln East High School. It's packed to the brim, especially on the lower levels and behind me up on the north side of the gym, and so you never know what's going to happen, especially if number 24, Carter Mick, the 6'2" senior for the Lincoln East Spartans, can get hot. Over 19 points per game, as well as 4 rebounds per contest. He's had a tough year shooting, especially from beyond the arc, just shooting 24% from three-point land. But however, Quinn Weatherholt and Connor Johnson have been there as well to help him out and bail him out a couple of times throughout the season. The Spartans come in 8-10 overall, losers of 2 in a row. Last time out was actually on the ticket when they fell 73-46 to the Lincoln North Star Gators. For the Thunderbolts, it's a completely different type of season over the last couple of months. That is, they come into this one 14-5 on the campaign. They won last time out 77-48 over the Lincoln High Lynx, and before that, a beatdown of Omaha Northwest 91-44. They only have 2 games remaining against Fremont tomorrow and Lincoln Northeast next Friday. It is the first match against East this season. The Thunderbolts, winners 10 of their last 11 games. Their only loss was actually 3 games ago back on February 2nd to Lincoln North Star. The streak of 10 of the last 11 began back on January 5th. And if you want to go even a little farther down there, they've won 13 of their last 15, dating all the way back to December 19th, 2023. They're led by head coach Adam Brill, and they are balanced. They're not very deep, only play about 7 guys consistently, but they have some talented scorers led by number 44, Trayson Anderson, the 6'10" senior, averaging over 19 points per contest and 12.5 rebounds per game as well. How about this, though, folks? Against Omaha Northwest, like I mentioned, Pius X beat them 91-44 just a couple of games ago. Trayson Anderson scored 46 points, breaking a 59-year-long school record back in 1965 that was previously held by Dale Churchill, and he scored 44 points back, like I said, in 1965. A 59-year record was broken just 3 games ago when Trayson Anderson scored 46 points on Omaha Northwest. And you ask maybe, how did he follow that up? How about a 30-burger on Lincoln High just last time out? We're getting ready for starting lineups here from Lincoln East High School. Want to shout out Union Bank and Trust for their support of high school athletics all season long. Let's start first. The starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard, the 14-5 Pius 10 Thunderbolts, like I mentioned, led by head coach Adam Brill. They've been one of the better teams in the city. They're still in contention to host a district if the season were to end today. And they're going to send their usual 5 out there like they normally do. Number 2, Kellen Hum, a 6-foot senior, averaging close to 12 points per game, shooting lights out from beyond the arc, 40% from three-point land. Number 3, Adam Searcy, the 6-foot senior. Number 5, a 6'1" junior, averaging 8.5 per contest. That's Parker Kelly. Aiden Brass, number 34, down low. And alongside Aiden Brass is the man we just mentioned, Trayson Anderson, the future North Dakota State Bison. He is the big one, 6'10", down low, 19 points per game and 12.5 rebounds per contest. For the Lincoln East Spartans, led by head coach, once again, Jeff Campbell, in their 8-10 mark, they'll send their usual 5 out there, as we saw last time out against the Lincoln North Star Gators. The normal 5 of number 4, Quinn Weatherholt, the 6'1" senior. Number 5, Connor Johnson. Number 13, Jong Dak, who's 6'4". Number 15, a 6'4" senior who can play a lot bigger than what shows on paper, Luke Lindquist. And then the leader for the Spartans, who's had an outstanding career for Lincoln East, number 24, the 6'2" senior, Carter Mick. The Thunderbolts in their road greens with gold lettering and numbering, while the Spartans in their home whites going right to left from my vantage point. Anderson wins the tip, and we are underway. Friday night high school basketball right here on the ticket. Thanks for joining me as Searcy has it. Now Hum to the logo, left side Brass to Kelly, back to Brass. He drives on Dak, kicks it out. Kelly, left side Kellen Hum. He's shooting 40% from the 3, and he's able to connect on his first one as Kellen Hum gets the scoring going. It's 3-0 Bolts early on. So the Spartans struggled to score the basketball. We saw that last time out firsthand against Lincoln North Star. Lindquist has it. Connor Johnson at the top of the key working on Kelly. Kicks it out. It's Weatherholt, the Rocket transfer, Lincoln Northeast. Left side Johnson, top of the key Mick. Mick fakes right, goes left, floater in the lane, and Carter Mick's able to cut into that Bolts 3-0 lead with an early deuce. So Hum, right side Kelly, driving in the lane. Tries to skip pass. It's deflected by Dak and taken away by Johnson. Up the floor we go. Spartans can take the lead with a 2. Mick pulls up from 3. Off to the left a little bit. But Lindquist, what a save. Right into the hands of the Thunderbolts. Brass on the break. Steps over. Misses the layup. And the defensive rebound controlled by Weatherholt. Weatherholt left side. Carter Mick. I mentioned Mick struggling from beyond the arc this season. 25 of now 106 attempts as we have an early turnover from the Thunderbolts back into the hands of Mick, and he is going to be fouled on the layup attempt. Foul is going to go on number 2, Kellen Hum. That is going to be Hum's first personal foul. So Connor Johnson attempted a 3 from the right wing. It was well off, and the Thunderbolts got the rebound for a moment, but then instantly got it taken away, and Mick took it right to the rim and picked up the foul. First one on the way for Mick is good. And it's 3-3, all tied up between the Spartans and the Bolts with one more free throw pending for Carter Mick. 6.5 to play, first quarter. Battle for A Street. Second free throw on the way, no good for Carter Mick. And the Thunderbolts snag the defensive rebound. So right side here, Searcy throws it over the top. Key, now Kelly driving on Mick. Kelly off the glass, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, Aiden Brass puts it right back up, misses it too strong. Anderson with the putback, he misses that one. And somehow, some way, the Thunderbolts will have a fourth opportunity. 3-ball, Searcy, got it! The Spartans gave the Thunderbolts 4 chances on that trip down the floor, and on the 4th time, after 3 missed layups, they kicked it out to Adam Searson. He drained a 3 from the left wing. Now Mick with an answer. No good. Just a little short, and Hum cleans up the miss. Here comes Kelly across the timeline. Kelly working on Connor Johnson. Gets bumped. No whistle. Hum thought about a heat check from near the logo. Declined it. Now Brass bounce pass inside on the block. Trayson Anderson working on Lindquist. And we're going to have a traveling violation on Trayson Anderson. Anderson's going to have the significant height advantage today, as he's going to be matched up with either Lindquist or Dak, and both of those guys listed at 6'4". 5:28 to play, first quarter. Pius X 6, the Spartans 3. A little under halfway to go in the first, or excuse me, a little over halfway to go in the first quarter. Johnson, right side, Dak with it. Now Lindquist, top of the key to Weatherholt. He uses a screen from Lindquist. Weatherholt hesitates, hands it off. Dak. Dak in the lane, floater on the way, bounces around, and it falls. And it's 6-5, Pius X. So Hum across the half-court line. Now left side, Cole Randall into the game. He pulls up from mid-range. No good. Offensive rebound again. Now Hum for his second three. Just off to the left a little bit. Another offensive rebound. And we're going to have a foul called on Jang Dak as he was unable to box out the Thunderbolt guard, Adam Searcy. And Searcy was able to grab the offensive rebound, and Dak whistled for the personal. Into the game for the first time, Drew Drake. He comes in for Kellen Hum, who takes a breather. Drake from the near corner will pull up, three ball on the way, no good. He shot that from the corner, it hit back iron. Now Connor Johnson pushing the pace, left side Mick. Top of the key, Dak. Dak hesitates. Now right side, Weatherholt. Fakes right, goes left. Weatherholt to Johnson. Right side, Lindquist now. Spartans working around the perimeter. Hands it off, and we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on number 4 for Pius X, Michael Haith, as he tried to work around the Lindquist screen. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Thunderbolts. So sideline inbound. Reset the shot clock. 4:31 to play first quarter. Spartans trail the Bolts by 1, 6-5. Johnson gets the inbound on the left side, right in front of the scores table, working on Cole Randall. Johnson surveying the land, trying to find some help. Hands it off. Dak on the left side. Dak guarded by Haith. Now to Weatherholt on the Spartans logo, top of the key. Weatherholt kicks it back out to the perimeter. Now Carter Mick with it. Crosses over. Mick in the lane, and that's just too easy for the Spartans senior, Carter Mick, as he gives Lincoln East the lead, 7-6. And we are just over halfway through one quarter of play. So Randall right side now. Haith with a three. Nothing but net for Michael Haith. And just as quick as it went away, the Bolts regain the lead, 9-7. So Connor Johnson with it across the half-court line. Spartans slowing it down. Mentioned they struggled to score the basketball last time out against the Gators here. Weatherholt in the lane, fades away, and puts it perfectly through the rim as we're all knotted up at 9. Drake calling for help, gets pressured by Weatherholt. Now on the near side, back to Drake. Bounce pass inside, about 12 feet away from the bucket. Now throws it out top. Randall, three ball. He hits it. Cole Randall is able to make his mark early on. 12-9, Pius X. Connor Johnson hands it off. Carter Mick with it. Behind the back dribble. Back to Johnson. He drives baseline. Has to continue running through traffic. Now Weatherholt left side. Back to Mick near the logo. Mick calls for the screen right by Lindquist. Now Mick crosses over. Great defense by Adam Searcy. Connor Johnson now as Searcy almost picks his pocket. And now he does. Searcy going the other way as he takes it away from Johnson. And now Johnson's going to be called for a reach-in as he was trying to get back in defensive transition. Searcy, a menace on defense for Pius X. So a laundry list of substitutes here for either side. As Kellen Hum checks back in, so does Aiden Brass and Parker Kelly. For the Spartans, they're going to bring in Eli Barton, who's measured at 6'5". And they also bring in Luke Larson, who's been playing a lot of minutes off the bench. He was very active in that last game against Lincoln North Star for head coach Jeff Campbell. In the lane, Parker Kelly. He's fouled as he tried to put up a shot. And then Parker Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul goes on Eli Barton. That's Barton's first after he just freshly checked in. First quarter, 2:33 to play. 12-9 Pius X, as Kelly no good on the first free throw. Back in the Spartans home game just a couple of weeks ago against Lincoln Southwest, Mick hurt his right wrist. He aggravated it early in the game, and then as Kelly hits the second, it's now 13-9 Pius. He aggravated it, and then on a tough foul by Braden Frager, he hurt it even worse. And so now ever since, he's been playing with tape on that right wrist, trying to go up to his forearm, but it doesn't affect his left hand as he finishes with the left hand. And the Spartans pull within 2, 13-11. Quick trigger for 3, just a tad strong, and the rebound goes off the hands of Eli Barton. It was tipped by Jang Dak right into the hands of Eli Barton. He wasn't necessarily expecting it, and it goes out of bounds, so the Thunderbolts have new life, up by 2, 13-11. 2:06 to play, first quarter. Battle for A Street between the Thunderbolts and the Spartans. Parker Kelly with it, drives in the lane, steps through, right side. Haith, 3-ball. Michael Haith is 2 for 2. 16-11. Pius X leads by 5 over Lincoln East. And we have a steal for the Thunderbolts as Aiden Brass going the other way. Layup is good. And it's the Thunderbolts' largest lead of 7, 18-11. So Johnson across the timeline gets picked up right away by Parker Kelly. Johnson, spin move, may have shoved off, pushed off a little bit. No whistle. Now far side, Barton in the corner. Barton, right side, Weatherholt on the wing, guarded by Kellen Hum. Now to Luke Larson, top of the key. Number 30, Cole Randall, all guarding number 30, Larson, and he misses the layup. Haith grabs the miss for Pius X, and Randall brings it across the timeline. Cole Randall, he's 1 for 1 from 3, and he's off to the left on his second attempt from beyond the arc. It's still 18-11 as Larson cleans up the miss for the Spartans. We are under 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. 18-11, Pius X out in front by 7 over Lincoln East. Left side, Dak with it. Down low, Johnson, nobody around. Shot fake, puts it up from the right side, and he's able to hit it as he pulls the Spartans within 5. So Kellen Hum will slowly walk up the floor. Left side now, Parker Kelly with the top of the key. Kelly driving on Johnson, puts up a contested layup, misses everything. And Weatherholt's there to clean up the miss for Lincoln East. So Weatherholt, left side now, Johnson. Shot clock is turned off. 20 seconds on the game clock for the Spartans here on offense. Lincoln East, left side, Weatherholt. Weatherholt had a really nice game against Lincoln North Star last time out. Inside Dak on the elbow, backdoor cut. Weatherholt lost it for a moment. It tries to throw it off of Brass, and now Brass just throws it out of bounds. It's going to go to the Spartans. And so after the Spartans almost turned it over, did turn it over, the Thunderbolts give it right back. It'll be an inbounds from right in front of the scoreboard for Connor Johnson. He'll be the inbound man. 3 seconds on the game clock. They get it to Mick. Mick with the long three-pointer at the buzzer, and it's just off the back iron. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Pius X 18, Lincoln East 13. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. college, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
Start of the second quarter here, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln East High School. It'll be Spartan basketball as they trail by 5, 18-13 to the Pius 10 Thunderbolts. So Mick will have it. Across the timeline, Carter Mick. Right side, Quinn Weatherholt. Still scoreless in this one is Weatherholt. Left side, Luke Larson now. He's been a significant big man. Nolan O'Neill checks in for the first time for Lincoln East as well. As Mick almost gets it stripped, but he'll draw a reach-in foul on Adam Searcy. Rather, they're going to call that on Parker Kelly. First team foul of the second quarter for Pius 10th. So baseline inbound for Lincoln East. Weatherholt, 3-ball on the way. Quinn Weatherholt connects. A much-needed trifecta for the Spartans offense. 18-16 now, Pius the 10th. Kellen Hum, he hit his first shot. He's been cold since. Now Parker Kelly on the left side reverses direction, and we're going to have a foul down low on the dribble drive. That one's going to go on number 30, Luke Larson. No real foul trouble for either side through that first quarter. Last time we saw the Thunderbolts, it was against Drake Boronic's Kearney Bearcats team. Hard-fought win for the Thunderbolts there. Left side, Trayson Anderson with it to Kellen Hum. Hum kicks it out, Randall. Left side, Searcy. Searcy with a step now inside Brass on the baseline. Brass takes 2 shot fakes and misses the layup on the third try, and Barton cleans up the miss. Weatherholt just hit a 3 a moment ago, gives it to Mick on the left side, who dribbles top of the key. 6:47 to go, second quarter. Spartans down by 2 to Pius the 10th. Mick with it, crosses over, steps back, 3-ball on the way for the lead, off back iron, and a nice rebound there by Trayson Anderson, the 6'10" senior. Searcy in transition in the lane. Searcy! Adam Searcy puts the Bolts up by 4 with 6:25 to go in the first half. Quinn Weatherholt, Carter Mick, Nolan O'Neill, Eli Barton, and Luke Larson, the 5 out there for head coach Jeff Campbell of the Spartans. Top of the key, here's Barton. Right side, Nolan O'Neill. Finds Larson in the far corner. Shot fake from 3, spins around, keeping that left foot as his pivot foot. Left side now, Weatherholt dribbles top of the key. Finds Barton. Barton for 3. Eli Barton! 20-19, Lincoln Pius the 10th has allowed a 3-pointer on back-to-back possessions for Lincoln East, and now the Spartans trail by just 1. Kellen Hum, left side, Brass. Brass bounces it, far corner. Anderson gets doubled for a moment. Now Larson is stuck, finds Hum, 3-ball on the way, and Kellen Hum is able to answer. And it's back to a 4-point Pius the 10th lead. So Quinn Weatherholt hands it to Carter Mick on the right side. Mick to Larson. Larson guarded by Cole Randall. Now Barton. Left side, here's Nolan O'Neill, the 6'3" sophomore. Weatherholt in the lane, and he's going to be fouled down low on a dribble drive by Kellen Hum. Rather, we're going to call it on Adam Searcy. Man, having a hard time picking out the fouls. Looks like Kellen Hum was the primary defender there, so Searcy must have swiped in from the opposite side. So Mick will be the inbounder for the Spartans as the foul is on the floor. Baseline inbound here as Mick looks around. Looking around, Mick throws it out to his safety net, Weatherholt, who's guarded airtight by Parker Kelly. Now Mick in the lane, stops right in front of the free throw line. Off front iron, no good. And Anderson cleans up the miss for Pius the 10th. Parker Kelly across the timeline, hands it off Searcy. Searcy gets picked up by Weatherholt. Now Drew Drake back into the game for head coach Adam Brill. Near side, Haith for another three. Just a tad strong. Long rebound caught out by the perimeter by Nolan O'Neal. And Johnson will slow it down for the Spartans. Looking back Jeff Campbell's way. The Spartans going right to left from my vantage point here. Left side, now Nolan O'Neal. Already has exhausted his dribble and now finds Weatherholt long ways away from the basket. Luke Lindquist back into the game. Now Mick steps back. Thought about pulling. Now passes out. Nolan O'Neal will try a three. Off back iron. Offensive rebound. Spartans put back. It's blocked by Anderson. That is a matchup that not many Spartans are going to win tonight, as none of the Spartans players come within 4 inches of Trayson Anderson's height. Anderson down low, backing down on Lindquist. Gets double teamed and his shot's blocked. He gets it back. Cross-court pass, 3-ball on the way. Kelly, bad miss. Now Anderson gets the rebound. Put back Anderson, no good. Another try. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots as Trayson Anderson didn't even have to jump on some of those. But a nice play. I mentioned when we announced starting lineups, as that foul was on Nolan O'Neal, his first, that Lindquist plays a lot bigger than what he's listed at. Lindquist listed at 6'4". We saw him there, was able to get up and reject Trayson Anderson's attempt. But then, if you're the Spartans, got to box out on that 6'10" body. Anderson able to hit the first one. It's now 24-19. Pius X with 3:37 to go. Make it 25-19. As Anderson, who's just 60% from the charity stripe, able to go 2 for 2 there. 3:31 to play. Second quarter, right side, Dak with it. Top of the key, Lindquist. Now left side, Carter Mick. Mick, overhead pass to Weatherholt. Weatherholt reverses course. Now throws the ball around the other side of the perimeter. Lindquist in the far corner, picks up his dribble after 1 pound on the floor. Pass deflected, and it's going to go the Thunderbolts' way as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. So Pius X up by 6, 25-19 with 3:09 to play in the first half here at Lincoln East High School. Parker Kelly with it, top of the key, dribbles a couple of times, working on Johnson. Nice spin move by Kelly, puts it off the glass just a tad short, and Johnson cleans up the miss. Johnson gets picked up by Drew Drake right across the timeline. Now left side, Carter Mick. Mick driving on Hum, now hesitates at the elbow, hands it off Weatherholt. Now he gets picked up by Hum to Lindquist to Mick. Shot fake, takes 1 dribble, 3-pointer, Carter Mick. Carter Mick able to cut the Pius lead in half. They now just lead by 3, 25-22 over Lincoln East. Anderson in the corner, spin move, driving baseline off the glass, no good. Tipped around, and it's going to be corralled by the Spartans. Johnson across the timeline, cross-court pass, Carter Mick behind the back dribble. Now right wing Johnson. They're trying to get Mick open on an off-ball screen. Now Johnson, as he knocked down Cullen Hum, misses the wide-open floater, and here comes Drew Drake pushing the pace. Drake in the lane, steps through, layup good on the nice assist from Drew Drake into the midst of Michael Haith. And it's 27-22, Pius X with 1:52 to play in the second quarter. So Dak with it, and we have a foul, a hand check called on Parker Kelly. Before we have the sideline inbound, it sounds like Lincoln East is going to take a full timeout. So with that, we'll step aside as well and be back in 30 seconds. It's 27-22, Pius X over Lincoln East, right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, Our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Nick Sainer back with you. 27-22 the score. Thunderbolts with a 5-point advantage over the Lincoln East Spartans. 1:48 to play in the second quarter. Once again, this weekend, if you're not doing anything for the Super Bowl or want to get out of the house, come on down Buffalo Wings and Rings 68-0 for our annual Super Bowl party. Down there, 68-0 Buffalo Wings and Rings. We'll be giving away tons of prizes, tons of ticket swag and merch. And if you're in our Super Bowl squares, you will have an opportunity to win one of 4 autographed jerseys. So Weatherholt will be the inbounder from the sideline right in front of the Pius student section. He throws it into the backcourt to Connor Johnson. Johnson brings it across the timeline. 1:43 to go. We'll see what Jeff Campbell drew up out of the Spartans' full timeout. Finds Carter Mick. Mick, floater from the free throw line. Short, gets his own miss. Put back Mick, no good again. It gets tipped out, corralled by Johnson. 3 ball on the way. Weatherholt just a tad strong. And the ball goes right into the midst of Adam Searcy, who gives it off to Drew Drake, and he'll slow things down. So Drew Drake across the timeline, right side Searcy. Searcy really strong with that left hand. Now Hum trying for his third 3, and he's able to connect. Kellen Hum has 3 trifectas as the Bolts now lead by 8, 30-22, with about a minute left in quarter number 2. Left side Mick. Mick guarded airtight by Adam Searcy. Steps back. Now Johnson on the right side. Johnson working on Drew Drake. Tries to drive baseline, and he'll get bumped with the body by Drew Drake. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Pius X Thunderbolts. That is the first on Drake, the 5'11" senior. So baseline inbounds for Lincoln East. They find Connor Johnson in the far corner. Now Dak, left side, Weatherholt into the near corner right in front of Adam Brill. Goes to Lindquist. Hands it off. Carter Mick with it. Guarded by Searcy. Mick spins around. Reverses direction. Floater, no good. And Anderson cleans it up. Shot clock is turned off as we have fewer than 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 24 and counting showing up on that game clock. The 5 out there to end the second quarter. Drew Drake, Kellen Hum, Michael Haith, Trayson Anderson, and Adam Searcy. Who gets the final shot of quarter number 2? Drake, left side Hum, and he's going to be fouled by Quinn Weatherholt. Hudson Grau and number 22, Jack Lowell, sub in for Lincoln East as Connor Johnson and Quinn Weatherholt take a seat. Rather, Carter Mick's going to take a seat. So Pius 10th with 10.9 on the game clock, up by 8, and we're going to have an Pius 10th timeout by Coach Adam Brill. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Stainer back with you. Lincoln East High School, the site for some Friday night hoops. Lincoln East has to avoid, and they have to this point. It's been really nice perimeter shooting from the Thunderbolts, but the Spartans, especially in the second half, have to figure out a way to continue scoring the basketball. They've had many games this season where they've just gone in long stretches of droughts. It feels like the 2019 Nebraska basketball team at times. But so far tonight, they've been able to weather the damage and answer the bell. 30-22 the score. Pius X has a chance to go up double digits in the final 10 seconds here. Cole Randall, and he is fouled by Jang Dak on the floor. That is going to be Dak's second personal foul. Drew Drake subs in for Michael Haith, as well as Connor Johnson for J.D. Jang Dak. So Drew Drake sideline inbound right in front of the Spartans bench. 7.6 remaining. They throw it down low. Anderson's able to corral it, puts up the contested shot. Great defense. Anderson with another try, unable to finish. Anderson speechless that there wasn't a foul called, and that will do it for the end of the second quarter. At the half, your score, Lincoln Pius X, 30. The Spartans of Lincoln East, 22. A really nice finish there by Lincoln East at the end of the first half. Adam Brill, the head coach for the Thunderbolts, wanted a foul. So did Tracy Anderson. No whistle was blown. And so we go into the half with an 8-point differential. The Thunderbolts lead 30-22 over the Spartans. We'll be back in a few minutes with your halftime thoughts right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't, win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh, yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip! Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, Their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. College, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Halftime is here. 30-22 is the score between Pius X and Lincoln East. The Thunderbolts lead the Spartans by 8 at the break. I want to pivot away from the game that we're currently at because there's something that happened out at Omaha Bryan, and they have to change venue mid-game. Yeah, you heard that right. Amari Bynum, who's a Division I recruit, he actually went up for a two-handed dunk, and it shattered the backboard. There's videos out there on social media that you can certainly find. But in the middle of the game, with just over a minute to go in the first quarter, Bryan Athletics had to tweet out that they have a change of venue to the auxiliary gym at Omaha Westview, or at Westview, I should say, because Amari Bynum shattered the backboard after a two-handed slam. So certainly something that's unique in there as Amari Bynum shatters the backboard after a two-handed flush. Back here at Lincoln East, battle for A Street, 30-22 is the score. Pius X out in front by 8 points. We have just about 2 minutes until we get rolling here in quarter number 3. Thunderbolts have exited their locker room. They're shooting. We're still yet to see the Spartans, led by head coach Jeff Campbell, exit their respective locker room. We'll be back in a little over a minute and a half as we get ready for quarter number 3. The Bolts lead by 8. Can the Spartans come back and salvage the battle for A Street? We'll find out after this. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
'Tis the season to give the gift of Kawasaki Good Times at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. With up to $3,500 off of select 2023 TRX side-by-sides and $2,000 off a 2024 Mule Pro FXT, there's no shortage of savings and good times to be had by the whole crew. Don't miss the 'Tis the Season sales event at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They have you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides at their new 27th and I-80 location. Korean offer valid through 12/31/2023. Subject to change without notice. Offer available on approved purchase of select new unregistered Kawasaki vehicles. Model and year exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip. Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Time to start the second half here from Lincoln East High School. 30-22 the score. Pius X will get the basketball as they have an 8-point lead over the Spartans. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln East. 5 out there to start for head coach Adam Brill for the Thunderbolts. Kellen Hum, Aiden Brass, Trayson Anderson has it down low. Parker Kelly and Adam Searcy, but before Anderson put up a flush, she's fouled down low on, I believe that's going to go on Luke Lindquist. Yes, it is. Luke Lindquist is first. So the Thunderbolts retain possession after a quick foul call just 10 seconds into quarter number 3. They inbounded here. Parker Kelly in the lane. Nobody stopped him, but he misses the wide open layup. And the rebound's going to be deflected. Last touch by the Spartans. Feels like the energy has been sucked out of this place here in the second half, and we're only 16 seconds into it. Kellen Hum to inbound, now near side. Here's Parker Kelly, cross-court pass. Searcy, far corner. Brass drives baseline. He beats Weatherholt off the dribble, and that's too easy for Aiden Brass as he puts the Bolts up by double digits, 32-22. Johnson and the Spartans, here they go. First offensive possession of the second half. Johnson finds Weatherholt on the left wing, dribbles it out near the logo. Now they run a flare with Johnson. Johnson floater on the way. Tough shot and a great finish by Connor Johnson as he pulls him back within 8. 32-24. 7:04 to play, third quarter. Anderson with it at the elbow, working on Lindquist. Anderson floater, nothing but net. So Trayson Anderson starting to come alive a little bit here. 34-24 the score, 6:48 to play in the third quarter. Weatherholt with it. Now to Johnson. Johnson wide open three. Connor Johnson. A big three-pointer by Connor Johnson. Miscommunication defensively by the Thunderbolts. Left him all alone. And now the Bolts lead by just 7. Brass. Bounce pass inside. Anderson through contact. And we're going to have a traveling violation called on Trayson Anderson. From up here, it looked like it could have very well been just let him play. But Anderson called for the travel. The ball was deflected and almost looked like Anderson lost control for a moment, but yet the travel was called, and here come the Spartans. They trail by 7, 34-27. Johnson, and he's able to, he misses the jumper. Ball being fought for on the floor. Last touch by the Thunderbolts, and it will stay with the Spartans. Connor Johnson shot it from the corner. It was a mid-range J, but missed that one. Johnson with 5 points here in the third quarter. All 5 of the Spartans here in the third quarter. Now a pass intended for Carter Mick, taken away. Up the floor we go. Aiden Brass, left side Searcy. Searcy driving baseline, cross-court pass. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson and the Spartans. 5:45 to play, third quarter. Your score 34-27. Pius X out in front by 7. Parker Kelly to inbound. They throw it out top. Kellen Hum trying for his fourth three. Just a tad short. Offensive rebound. Anderson put back way too easy for Trayson Anderson, and it's a 9-point lead. And as the pass is deflected on the inbounds, it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbolts. However, that's a big play because now it's going to be a sideline inbound from the corner, as Dak will have to inbound it just to the left in the corner by the Thunderbolts bench. It allows Pius to set up their defensive pressure, and now they'll back off and allow Johnson to get the inbound. 5:29 to play, quarter number 3, 36-27. Spartans looking for a spark on offense. Johnson looked to be that at the start of this third quarter. Hit a 2 early on, then hit a 3-pointer from the right wing. Here's Carter Mick. Fakes right, goes left. Mick in the lane. Layup. Good. Carter Mick. Nice shot. And it's back to a 7-point differential. Hum on the left side to the top of the key now. Kelly back left side on the wing. Aiden Brass with it. Brass out of control. Misses it. Anderson gets the offensive rebound. And he puts the layup back in. And he's jawed back and forth with Lindquist a little bit, as the referee is noticed it and talking to him about it. But Anderson, John, back and forth with Lindquist. It's a Pius 10th timeout as they lead 38-29 with 4:54 to play in the third quarter. Let's take a 30-second breather and be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Nick Sayer back with you, 38-29. Pius X with a 9-point advantage over the Spartans after the Adam Brill timeout. It's 4:48 to play here in this one. Carter Mick has it across the timeline, bounce pass right side, Weatherholt. Weatherholt to Barton. Barton now to Dak on the left side. Dak crosses over, dribbles between the legs, now looking for help as he exhausted his dribble. Mick is the safety net near the logo. Now Mick falls down, and we're going to have a foul called on Adam Searcy. Searcy shocked on that one. Searcy's got some aggressive and, if you're the ball handler, annoying defense, as Mick looked to slip, but they're going to get Searcy with a foul. So Spartans retain possession. Fresh shot clock with 4:26 to play in the third quarter. Mick gets it across the half-court line, uses screen left by Barton. Now Mick almost gets his pocket picked, but we have a hand check and a reach-in foul on Parker Kelly. That's going to be Parker Kelly's third personal foul. Little under halfway through the third quarter. So now Kelly is going to have to sit down as Drew Drake comes in. Also in for the Thunderbolts, number 4, the 6'6" junior Michael Haith, as Kellen Hum takes a seat. 4:15 to play, third quarter, 38-29. Pius X with a 9-point lead. Weatherholt with it on the right wing, getting swarmed by Searcy defensively. Now Weatherholt picks up his dribble, finds Dak in the corner. Now Dak on the block, almost lost the basketball, looking for help, kicks it out. Mick tries to drive baseline, floater off to the left, no good, but an offensive rebound goes to Dak. Mick still on the floor. Now Dak puts up a shot, no good, gets his own miss, takes a power dribble, gets his shot blocked by Anderson. 38-29, and we stay there thanks to the Anderson block. Anderson on the block offensively, misses his first shot, gets it back, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as we have a foul on the floor called on Jang Dak, the 6'4" senior. Now that's also his third. Anderson, first one on the way, good. He's now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And in between free throws, we're going to have a brief timeout from the Spartans. We'll go ahead and step aside as well. Be back in 30 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Nick Sander back with you, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Whether you're listening on the mobile app, the Sartor Heyman Jewelers live video stream, because we got the graphic up there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, as well as Allo Channel 961. If you're listening on our FM dial, shout out to you guys, as well as the app and theticketfm.com. So a lot of places to get your 93.7 The Ticket fix, including during high school basketball games. Second one on the way for Anderson is good. Out of the Spartans timeout. Now it's an 11-point Bolt lead. And this is the largest of the game as Johnson has it near the logo. Johnson picks up his dribble, now finds Barton on the wing, left side in the far corner. Luke Larson, who's been quiet today. Larson gets trapped underneath the bucket. Now Barton uses his dribble, far side, Johnson. Johnson has 5 points in the quarter, for the Spartans. Puts up the floater, no good, and Anderson collects the miss. Back the other way we go with Adam Searcy on the left side. Weatherholt defending, Searcy right side, Haith now to Brass. Brass driving baseline on Johnson. Fakes right, goes left, up and under, doesn't decide to shoot it. Now Searcy on the three, and Adam Searcy puts the Bolts up by 14. Nice job by Aiden Brass. A lot of people would have forced that shot. Instead, passes it out, and Searcy's able to complete and connect on the trifecta. A miss by Carter Mick on the other end, and the Thunderbolts starting to pull away. Michael Haith in transition, and we have a charge on the dribble drive by Michael Haith as Luke Larson stood in there and took it. That foul goes on Haith. That's his second. 2:31 to play, third quarter, 43-29. I mentioned it during halftime that the Spartans are notorious this season, unfortunately, for going in spurts that they just don't score. They can't buy a bucket. They do that against a lot of teams. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it any easier when you have a 6'10" guy to work through in Trayson Anderson. Barton with it at the free throw. Now throws it out. It's deflected. Johnson gets it back. Now Larson on the left side. Larson guarded by Mike Haith. Right side, Carter Mick now picks up his dribble, finds a great cutting. Connor Johnson, an unbelievable cut from the wing by Connor Johnson. And a better find by Carter Mick as it's a 12-point Pius lead, 43-31, 2:02 to play in the third quarter. Quick substitution here as Drew Drake will sub out, and Cole Randall will come in for the first time this second half. We're under 2 minutes to go in quarter number three. Searcy with it, rather. Gives it off to Haith, top of the key. Here's Brass, back to Searcy, bounce pass inside. Anderson, layup no good. Good defense there by the undersized Quinn Weatherholt. And back the other way we go. Left side, Carter Mick with it. Mick had Weatherholt for a moment, decided to pass it up top to Larson, to Johnson on the left wing to Barton. Barton didn't even look to shoot despite hitting the three earlier in the game. Now Johnson in the lane, kicks it out. Larson couldn't handle the pass for a moment. Now Johnson in the lane, floater off the glass, too strong, gets his own miss. Larson finds Mick off the glass, too strong again, and Anderson collects the miss. So Brass now brings it up across the timeline to Searcy for three. Adam Searcy is able to hit from three-point land, and it's now 46-31. Pius starting to pull away Can the Spartans answer? Left side. Here's Carter Mick with it. Mick, Johnson, elbow jumper off to the left, missed badly. And Trayson Anderson. Trayson Anderson collects the miss. Left side, here's Adam Searcy. 39 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock here in quarter number 3. Thunderbolts up by 15. Left side, Haith for 3. Mike Haith from the same spot that Adam Searcy hit on the previous possession. And now the Thunderbolts lead by 18, their largest of the game, as the third quarter is dwindling down. Weatherholt near the logo. Searcy bothering him defensively, gives it to Mick. Mick with 11 on the game clock. Gets a screen left from Barton, uses it. Aiden Brasco's over the top. Now is unable to keep up with Mick. He kicks it out. Larson, long 3 on the way. Misses everything. There's the horn, and it's all Thunderbolts after 3 quarters of play. Your score, Pius X, 49. Lincoln East 31 as we enter the final 8 minutes of game time. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
It is the start of the fourth quarter, and in a blink of an eye, Pius X has jumped out to an 18-point lead. They led 30-22 at the half, and in that third quarter, they outscored them 19-9. As a three-point attempt on the way, no good by the Spartans and Carter Mick. And Pius X pushing the pace once again as Parker Kelly hesitates, now drives in the lane, and we'll have a bump with the body as Parker Kelly tried to drive baseline. The foul goes on Quinn Weatherholt. So now Kelly on the inbound gets it taken away from him, and the Spartans are able to force a turnover. Johnson on the left side, 7:35 to play in the ball game. Carter Mick now with it on the right. Into the corner, Weatherholt for 3. Quinn Weatherholt able to draw the Spartans within 15, 49-34. Drake with it. Drake driving right side, layup good. Great answer by the Thunderbolts as Drew Drake's able to take it coast to coast and finish with the right hand off the glass to put the Bolts up 51-34. To Johnson, now right side Mick. Mick gets harassed by Drake, puts up the floater with the left hand, no good. Frustrating night for Carter Mick. Uncharacteristic type of night for him. As with 6:55 to go, Pius X trying to win the battle of A Street, up by 17. Drake on the left side, top of the key. Drake, now Hum, gets it taken away, and we're going to have a whistle and a little bit of a scrum going on the floor as between Weatherholt and Hum. Weatherholt staring at Hum having a conversation with Adam Brill. And so now we're going to have, let's see, a sideline inbound, it appears. Yes, sideline inbound. Jump ball was the whistle. And so the Spartans retain possession. 5 out there for Jeff Campbell and Lincoln East Spartans. The Thunderbolts are going to keep possession. Trayson Anderson underneath the bucket is good. I apologize for the miscommunication. It looked like the Spartans had the basketball, but rather the Thunderbolts did, and they get a layup on their end by Trayson Anderson. Left side, Weatherholt working through traffic, and he's fouled as he meandered his way throughout three Pius defenders. Foul goes on Drew Drake, his second. As I was saying, the 5 out there for Jeff Campbell. Connor Johnson, Tyler Mick, as he tries to put up a shot. He's fouled. Tyler Mick will go to the line to shoot 2. Also out there, Jack Lowell, Quinn Weatherholt, and Luke Lindquist. The 5 out there for head coach Adam Brill and the Thunderbolts. It'll be Adam Searcy, Aiden Brass, who will check in after this first free throw. Mick's first one good. So Searcy comes in for Parker Kelly while Brass comes in for Mike Haith. So now the 5 out there in addition to Searcy and Brass will be Drew Drake, Kellen Hum, and Trayson Anderson. 6:22 to play, fourth quarter, 53-35. Tyler Mick at the line, the 6-foot sophomore. Second one, no dice as Drew Drake collects the miss. And it's an 18-point ball game in favor of the Thunderbolts. 53-35. Left side, Aiden Brass with it. Dribbling in the lane, and he's going to get bumped with the body as Jack Lowell, the 6'1" sophomore, picks up his first. So Pius the 10th basketball underneath their own bucket. Drew Drake, the inbounder. Drake throws the top of the key. Searcy has been on fire in this second half. Searcy, normally just a 34% free throw shooter from 3. He's been able to connect on multiple trifectas today as he misses that floater. Back the other way we go. Connor Johnson with it. Johnson spins at the elbow, now spins inside the lane. Backdoor cutting. Jack Lowell takes a dribble. Now left side, Weatherholt for 3. Quinn Weatherholt has hit his last 2. And we're going to have a Jeff Campbell timeout as the Spartans, with 5:45 to go in the fourth quarter, pull within 15. 53-38 to score. And we'll take a brief 30-second timeout right here. 3-7 the ticket.
'Tis the season to give the gift of Kawasaki good times at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. With up to $3,500 off of select 2023 TRX side-by-sides and $2,000 off a 2024 Mule Pro FXT, there's no shortage of savings and good times to be had by the whole crew. Don't miss the 'Tis the Season sales event at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They have you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in. Offer valid through 12/31/2023. Subject to change without notice. Offer available on approved purchase of select new unregistered Kawasaki vehicles. Model and year exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
Alrighty, so out of the Spartans timeout and after the Quinn Weatherholt three-pointer, Spartans will extend a little bit of defensive pressure. Thunderbolts lead by 15, and they break it easily with Drew Drake. Now Searcy in the near corner, back to Drake. He gets doubled, back to Searcy. Searcy in the lane, layup, bounces out. Anderson gets the rebound, and he is fouled down low by Luke Lindquist. That is Lindquist's second, as he's tasked with the difficult job of defending and guarding Trayson Anderson, the 6'10" senior. They'll inbound it to Anderson. He puts it up, and the layup is good for Trayson Anderson. I mentioned he scored 46 points back 2 games ago against Omaha Northwest, and last time out against the Lincoln High Lynx dropped a 30-burger in a dominating win, 77-48 over Lincoln High. Mick in the lane, now to Quinn Weatherholt, gets bumped, no whistle. Back to Carter Mick. Mick working on Aiden Brass. Hands it off, Weatherholt. Weatherholt's hit his last 2 threes. Now back to Mick. Mick almost got it taken away by Searcy. Tough shot, forced up. It touches the iron, so shot clock will reset, and the Spartans clean up the offensive rebound. Luke Lindquist with it, top of the key, picks up his dribble, finds Weatherholt. Now back to Lindquist. Now to Johnson on the right side. It's a Lindquist, top of the key. He acted like he was going to hand it off, lost the ball back the other way. Drew Drake with the layup in transition. Luke Lindquist wasn't fast enough. He thought Connor Johnson was going to go around him to where he could hand it off. He let the basketball out of his hands, and Drake took it away. 4:18 to play, fourth quarter. Weatherholt, left side. Quinn Weatherholt in the lane. No shot, whistle on the floor. And Quinn Weatherholt draws the foul on Aiden Brass, his first. So Carter Mick to inbound. They find Weatherholt. Quick three from the corner. Misses everything. So the Thunderbolts cross the timeline. Kellen Hum with it. Gets bumped a couple of times. Now Mike Haith in the lane. And it looks like Lincoln East is just trying to take some fouls to get him in the bonus. As he's fouled by Quinn Weatherholt, his third. So both Weatherholt and Dak have 3 personal fouls. They inbound it to Anderson, and the floater's just too easy for Trayson Anderson. And now Dak is instantly summoned from the bench by head coach Jeff Campbell. So top of the key, here's Carter Mick. Carter Mick within. We have a foul called on Aiden Brass. So Brass commits his second. So inbound in it. Quinn Weatherholt collects the inbound. 3:38 to play, fourth quarter. Weatherholt fakes the handoff, now gives it to Carter Mick. Mick crosses over. Carter Mick up and under. Tough shot, and Carter Mick's able to hit it. So it's back to a 19-point ball game, 59-40. In the lane, Haith, Hum, 3-ball. Kellen Hum misses it. Offensive rebound tracked down by the Thunderbolts, and we have a foul called on Carter Mick. That's going to be Carter Mick's first personal foul. 5th team foul on the on the Spartans rather. They will shoot 2 at the line. Mike Haith. First one on the way is good. Haith on the year, 71% from the free throw line. It is a 60-40 ball game. Haith on the back end. It's good. 61-40. Thunderbolts running away with this one. 3:11 to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson will bring it across the timeline. Johnson gets picked up by Searcy. Searcy still just being a nuisance on defense. Pass gets taken away from over the top by Aiden Brass. It's a 4-on-2 break for the Thunderbolts. Brass to Haith, and now they'll slow things down to Hum. Hum guarded by Tyler Mick. Gives it to Searcy. Searcy in the lane. Nobody stops him. Reverse layup shot blocked, but the offensive rebound to Brass. It puts it up, and we have a traveling violation on Aiden Brass. So now, with the stoppage in play, some reserves are coming in for both sides. As Luke Larson comes in, Jack Lowell subs out for the Spartans. Number 32, Nolan O'Neill. Eli Barton subs in for the Thunderbolts. They'll bring in Jude Bryant, a 6'8" senior. Also bringing in number 22, a 6'2" senior, Cam Becker. Right side, here's Hudson Grau. Stops in the baseline, top of the key. Nolan O'Neill with it. And we have a foul called on the Thunderbolts and Kellen Hum. That's the 5th team foul on the Thunderbolts, so Tyler Mick will go to the line to shoot 2. with 2:27 to play in the fourth. First one on the way, good for Tyler Mick. So now a trio of substitutes come in for the Thunderbolts. Mike Haith, Parker Kelly, and Cole Randall all sub in as three starters take a seat for Pius X, and Searcy, Hum, and Aiden Brass. So the five out there for Pius X in the final minutes are Haith, Kelly, Randall, Jude Bryant, and number 22, Cam Becker. As the Thunderbolts able to break the press relatively easily. Now right side, here's Haith, three ball on the way. Just misses, and Nolan O'Neill collects the miss. Up the floor we go. Luke Larson with it on the right side. Gets picked up by Bryant. Puts up a tough shot, and Luke Larson's able to connect as it's 61-44. 2:01 to play, fourth quarter. Haith is able to bring it across the timeline where he's fouled by Luke Larson. That's his second. The reserves in there for Lincoln East are Nolan O'Neill, Tyler Mick, Hudson Grau, Luke Larson, and Eli Barton. So if this score stays similar, Pius X will improve to 15-5 on the season. It'll be their 11th win in their last 12 matches and their 14th win in their last 16. For the Spartans, this would be 3 straight losses for them. They were 8-7 now. They were 8-7. They might fall to 8-11. It's Tyler Mick in the lane. Shot blocked. Nice defensive play by Cole Randall there, and Thunderbolts going back the other way. Michael Haith in the lane. Haith off the back iron, too strong, and Lowell's able to clean it up for Lincoln East. Hudson Grau bringing it across the timeline. Grau left side gives it to Nolan O'Neill. 1:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Tyler Mick with it. Crosses over. Spin move in the lane. Throws it out far side. Nolan O'Neill, three ball. No good. Too strong. And Parker Kelly cleans it up for the Thunderbolts. And now we're going to have a foul called on Nolan O'Neill. And so Parker Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Trio of guys checking in for Pius X. Easton Goebbels comes in. As for the Spartans, Reed Voog checks in for Lincoln East. Second one on the way is also good for Parker Kelly. Isaac Johnson, a 6'2" senior, comes in for Parker Kelly. 1:13 to play, fourth quarter, 65-44. Pius X with a dominating performance, especially in the second half. They only led by 8 at the break, 30-22, and they have only allowed 22 points here in the second half. Now make it 24 with the possibility of another as Hudson Grau is able to connect on the and one opportunity, and he'll go to the line to shoot one more. Grau's able to connect, so he completes the and one opportunity. Now it's 65-47. Thunderbolts out in front by 18. A little bit of a tough pass taken away now. Tyler Mick back the other way. Layup good for Tyler Mick. As with 44 seconds, it's now a 16-point game. Goebbels on the left side. Stops. Kicks it out. Johnson in the lane. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back. Too strong. Rebound fought for, and Grau is able to come up with it for Lincoln East. Shot clock is turned off, 23 seconds. Three-pointer on the way is good for Reed Voog. And it's back to just a 13-point differential with 12 seconds left in the game. Goebbels has it far side, now gives it to Becker. Becker will be able to hold it unless he gets his pocket pick. Now he's able to hold it for a moment. There's the horn, and your final score, Lincoln Pius X 65, Lincoln East Spartans 52. They led the Pius X Thunderbolts, led this game 30-22 at the break, and they outscored the Spartans in the second half 35-30. A couple late baskets also allowed the score to look a little bit better than it was, but for sure in the second half, it was all Pius X Thunderbolts here in this one. Once again, your final score, Pius X 65, Lincoln East 52. The Thunderbolts now improved to 15-5 on the season. They've won 11 of their last 12. They have 2 regular season games remaining, one against Fremont tomorrow at home, and then, on the road at Fremont, and then they will host Lincoln Northeast. That Lincoln Northeast game you'll be able to hear right here on 93.7 The Ticket. The Thunderbolts have won 11 of their last 12. For the Spartans, they fall to 8-11 on the year. They have now lost 3 games in a row to Papillion La Vista South, Lincoln North Star, and tonight to Pius X High School. So Lincoln East falls to 8-11 under the leadership of head coach Jeff Campbell. They have 3 games remaining in their regular season slate. They will travel to Buena Vista. They'll host Gretna. That's another one you'll be able to hear on the ticket. And then they'll round out their regular season with a matchup against Omaha Burke. It's been a good one. It was certainly maybe not as close as we would have thought it was going to be, but it was competitive. A lot of nice shots were made down the stretch. And nowhere else I'd rather be on a Friday night than in a Lincoln High School gymnasium calling some high school hoops for you guys right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Huge thanks to Ben back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons for me back there at 1040 O Street. Once again, your final score from Lincoln East High School, Lincoln Pius X 65, the Lincoln East Spartans 52. That'll do it for me, Nick Sainert, saying so long, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you